What's up, guys? Zoom here. And first up, sorry I missed last week. Just really busy, uninspired. Just really didn't have anything to put out. But this past week I have been testing the Inzektor facts a bit more. Even though I probably won't be building them in the near future as much as I wanted to, just with the hat deck running around, artifacts are the main cards that I need out of artifacts are really, really expensive. I think Sanctum's up to like $45. Ignition's like 20 or something, and Blue Guy's around there too. So it's just, it kind of sucks. Especially, I mean, the hat deck is something that I would want to play, but now that it's meta, it's too expensive for me to play, so that sucks. But anyway, here is this first one is actually just when I was still testing the decks around against the computer, just a really good OTK, at least as far as I'm concerned. For some reason it's running really slow, but we just go for Centipede. We had Hornet in hand, so we just pop face down, set a bunch, attack for 16. I guess it's not really an OTK because I did get this little bit of damage on board for that turn, but he drops into, or draws into a Treeborn, sets that, and end of turn I go for Theopsy and Sanctum and Ignition, popping the face down, setting a Blue Guy. Theopsy going for Red Guy. At this point I was actually hoping I mean, I still got the card on field, but I thought it would, for a second I thought that I could use the second Red Guy's effect and pop that. But that pops the Gravity Vine, so this is the turn. At least, you know, I can get a lot of replays in. So we overlay the two for Shark Fortress. Centipede effect, Hornet to pop that. Dragonfly grabs the Ladybug, ups him to 5, and Dragonfly summoning the Centipede, and then Centipede going for Hornet to pop, and then Centipede searching that, kind of irrelevant, and then going for Giga Brilliance, Shark Fortress going into Tiras, and then overlaying into Sky Charger, and Giga Brilliant bumps, which is actually more than 8k on the field anyway, because I hadn't even attacked with Thunder Charger at that point. But that's it for just that test replay. We have one against just a vanilla deck, but this was after I made some few changes, some new decks, or some new text in there and everything. Just it was a lot of testing consistency and stuff, making sure I could very regularly put out a lot of the damage on board. So at the end of the turn, we just go for Sanctum, Moral Attack, pop the Heart of the Underdog. That was kind of a really odd thing when I saw it. I was just like, not the best opposition, but again, it still shows what the deck does. So we Reckless, go for Centipede. Ladybug goes for 5. He obviously thought I would have gone into 5 at that point. So he bounce the Blue Guy. So we just attack into the prison. At that point I was gonna do some pretty good plays, but I can still do it on this next turn. So it doesn't really have much. Summons the Arthur and attacks for 18. I do take a little bit of damage, but it's inconsequential as usual. So we don't OTK on this one, but we do summon Dragonfly. Dragonfly grabs Ladybug. Ladybug boosts, and then we summon Centipede. Centipede grabs Ladybug, it boosts, so we have 2 5s, bouncing the Centipede, Birdman, another new card, go for Beals, Call the Haunted on the Dragonfly. It's I don't know, this deck's interesting to watch to play, really. It is a lot of just the same thing over and over. I've definitely learned the engine really well. So on that, we just searched the Hornet for later game because I wasn't going to be able to kill him right now. So and then we Shark Fortress targeting the Beals, and then overlay into a Guide Charger. So Beals attacks, that attacks over that for damage, and Beals attacks again. So pretty good damage in one turn at least. And that's having a Trap Stun, Blue Guy, Double Cyclone. Pretty good. So we 1 days, does Faustian Bargain, getting rid of the Beals, and summons the Radiant Knight. In turn, just because he did give me something, I Double Cyclone from Royal Tech, and then popping a Radiant Knight. We are under 1 day. I could have killed him this turn, and there was a small derp on my part. So we summon Centipede, getting the Hornet, and then equipping it with Manus, popping the Manus for Dragonfly, and then I think searching the sword because I didn't have much left in deck at that point. I usually tend to end up running out of things for that. So at this point, for a second, even though I was under 1 day, I boosted that to 7 because I was like, okay, I can make something. For a second, I was like, oh crap, it's 11. I'm gonna have to fix my deck after this. New fun thing with this deck is that I can make a Leo. But anyway, we just make that 3 overlay for Giga Brilliance, boosting that, going to there, and going to end phase, because we couldn't kill him right now. But he just goes or draws into reinforcements, and then getting the Radiant Knights. You can see he said GG at this point, and then attacks into that, just because. And so, trying to upstart, I'm like, yeah, good, do the upstart, get something. Dragonfly, I actually was thinking for a second that I wouldn't have enough space in my back row to do this play properly. So we Dragonfly, popping that, summon the Centipede, Hornet, popping that, get the Gigamanus, overlay into Leviair. Leviair summons the Birdman, and then we tune for Leo. Gear Brilliant, then boosts the field again, and that is game. So that's kind of two of the big changes is that I put in the Birdman so we can make Beals and Leo. This next one is versus Sylvans. It's another OTK as usual. It's actually a really quick duel. But again, it's for Sylvans. He had a different type of Seed Cannon, but Sylvans are Sylvans. They're one of the faster decks of this current format. Even though, as I said before, for some reason the meta is really, really slow. It just really hurts my brain. I don't think I've seen a meta this slow in a very long time. So he MSTs a Big Attack. He didn't know what I was playing. He thought it was Inzektors. Big Attack pops the Moral Attack, but I don't get a pop out of that. So he summons the Flower Knights. I break through that, and he goes to attack over the Centipede. Theopsy for Blue Guy. Blue Guy pops. Summons Sage off of that, and then still attacks over the Centipede for 1,000 damage. And then he excavates for one of the princesses. I'm not sure, like with the princesses in the current one. It's more of a rank 7. But anyway, we actually top deck into the Dragonfly. So time to go off. Or no, I had it in hand. Top deck into that. So Dragonfly summons that. We overlay into Tears. That boosts to 5. Grabbing the Gigamanus, overlay into Volcasaurus. Volcasaurus to pop that, deal 26. Overlay into Gaia. Equip Gigamanus, even though it was too much. No, it would have been like 400 under if I... No. I still could have attacked with the regular Dragonfly. But that is the OTK again. Again, I like the deck being very flexible. Here's one that actually I have no clue how I won. This is early. I was still running like Hopper and Malcat. I really didn't draw that well whatsoever. but we still summon Mathematician, milling the Hornet, setting Malcat, and Moral Deck. Malcat did really help out in this case, but it didn't test too well otherwise. It might be a side card, again with the cat deck running around. Or hat, it's not cat. But anyway, he pretty much first turns, Priestess, gets the blue boy, searches, blah blah blah, normal old spellbook stuff. He did pretty well with his first hand. We draw some power, attacks into that. I go for Malcat, getting blue guy. He towers, summons the Cerebus, interesting tech. Then blue guy pops Priestess. He can't attack ever over anything else on my field, but he does get 8 counter Cerebus. And again, this one was really weird. So go for Hopper. Hopper for Hornets. Hornet pops that. Dole out a little bit of damage here, and then we just, I think, set both calls and in there. Oh, sure, it's early. But yeah, wow, it did weird. He lifes summoning Priestess, and then goes for Temperance. Priestess effects to pop that one. Attacks over the Hornet, and then Hopper, and ends there. So we're drawing a Trap Stun. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? We call for that. He goes Trap Stun. I couldn't have really done any. I think I could have grabbed Hornet with Hopper and done something. But just for the hopes, we attack through that, draw a card, and we get Ladybug. I'm like, okay, he's down 21. Summon Ladybug. Equip Hornet. Make 5. Go for Volcasaurus. Burn for game. I know it's not as spectacular as the usual OTKs. But it does show just like some of the other wonky stuff you can do with the deck. But we'll just go to the changes. Don't look at that. That's something I've been working on. So this is the current incarnation of the deck. I've changed some things. I took out the Chaos. I just added more draw power consistency. I added in Birdman to kind of buff with the extra deck a little bit. But I think we took out Scythe. So we only have the 5 cards there. Added Birdman, took out 1 Ladybug. I think I added the Upstarts. We took out 1 Movements. Didn't really think I would ever do that, but it's not really missed. And we did add a little bit of defensive kind of stall traps. I actually kind of filled out a side deck too. We put the Defizz in the side, took out the Soul Charge. And just for running 2 calls, and then just the 2 breakthroughs and Solemn. Kind of find out the extra deck as well, with the 1 Leo, the 1 Beals, the 1 Vulcan. I think I added another one of those. I think with we went for 6 too, just the 1 Exabeetle. It is possible in the deck very easily. Added in Shock Fortress as it is a pretty good OTK enabler, and then we just went for Leviair for if they're playing removal, we can get stuff back. It easily gets back the Birdman too. For side deck, again, still working. This is kind of with the new meta around, it's going to be really weird. But we have like Cycle Reader, which is really good against artifacts. The combo of Eccentric Boy and Zera. I am siding in extra deck card. Eccentric Boy negates the effects. You can tune with a monster in hand, and then Zera is just you tune with monster in hand, and then it's removed from play when it leaves the field. And Zera, of course, whenever it's removed from play, you can summon it again. So it's pretty much a side against if they want to go macro Defizz. Again, even siding into my own Defizz too. And then just basics like Max Seed, Crow, Veiler. 3rd Double Cyclone, 2 Chain Whirlwinds, which is actually really fun, just because you can do some extra pop in the back row, and then just 2 Emptiness. Again, side deck's a little iffy, but it's kind of ideas you could do for a deck like this. Eccentric Boy and Zera, and Cycle Reader too, are really good for pure artifacts. Just With Cycle Reader being a dark, you can easily go into Beals, Eccentric Boy. Again, the combo with those two, it's just really good against its counter side. But that's it for the deck. Preemptively, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to upload this on Thursday, so it'll be Friday. Sorry that this is late. And that's it. As you saw, I did have the frog deck. Probably do that next week. I'm just really feeling out what could be good and budget, as that is my thing. In the meta, that frog OTK is really good. I had just a really good duel today. Monarchs might be really good. I'm working on an engine for that. I kind of worked on my chain beat for the meta, but I don't think that would work too well. So I think that's it. Probably going to call it the video. As always, click on everything underneath. Check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Prices, and I will talk to you guys later. See you in another video. Bye.